I played the long-lost classic that I forgot existed.
And I went on another adventure with a Lord of the Rings board game, which is good.
After years of people telling me, you're gonna play this, you're gonna love this, I finally played it, but did I love it?
We're gonna talk about that and 5 other board games, and we'll figure out, do we want to keep these in our collection?
Let's start with this one.
All right, let's go. In there and back again, you play a little Hobbit, trying to finish your adventure. Each round you will roll a bunch of dice, and then from these dice, pick one and draw it in the map. For example, this might be right here. Then other players will take their dice, and once they're all gone, you will roll the same dice once again. And there are multiple parts to these stories, each with their own rules and challenges. For example, here you have to overcome a storm, you have to find food for yourself and fight some goblins. This adventure is for 1 to 4 players, and it's a competitive one, meaning each player will fight for their own high score. In solo mode there are set number of rounds, but in the competitive mode you have to reach the end goal right here. Then the game ends immediately. The best thing for sure is the simple gameplay. Rolling those dice and then drawing them in is freaking amazing, as well as each of these scenarios are way different, which means it's a whole new game every time you play it. Yet, it's not very thrilling. It's very similar to this, yet with story. Once you play it with multiple players, it becomes more thrilling because you're racing against someone. But solo mode, I did not enjoy it as much. So I would say it's good, not great, which means for me it's in a friend's collection. I would love to play it, it's comfy, it's nice, yet the solo mode wasn't as good as I thought, and it's not, well, legendary.
Hey, that was my joke, because this game definitely is more legendary than yours. Recruit superheroes to your cause to try to defeat the evil mastermind and stop his evil scheme. So for your turn you will draw 6 cards, and then we'll use those cards to get the new cards. Come on, get the new cards, yes, and then they go into your deck when you need to reshuffle your deck, okay? And then when you draw new cards again for your turn, you're gonna get the cool card that lets you do more damage, get more like stars to recruit better heroes, and finally defeat bad guys. Cool, there you go. At the beginning of each turn, you will also draw cards from the villain deck that will add villains to this city, and that's bad, and also will make the schemes trigger. And if the scheme triggers enough times, you will lose the game. You might think this is a co-op game. Well, it kinda is, but at the end of the game, who collected the most victory points will become the most legendary. Exactly. One of the coolest things about this game are the superheroes themselves. Before each game, you will collect a certain amount and shuffle them into a single deck. And now, those are your resources and superheroes for this game. The second part that adds to replayability is when you select the bad guy you're gonna play against, and each of them are unique, you will randomly select the scheme that we'll try to achieve. So that adds to the replay value massively. This is the second edition of this, so if you have the first one, especially with expansions, I don't think you need to get this edition. However, if you've never played it and you love Marvel and superheroes, this is a good entry point. And if you're like me, who sold everything he had, again, good way to get back into it. So I really like it. They improved some things and it is legendary.
You know what else is legendary? Cars. Like for example, this simple Vroom card game, which I think is a good competition for games like Take Time.
Or The Mind?
Oh, The Mind? Well, limited communication game with cars. Vroom.
How does it work?
Let's figure that one out. This is a cooperative game where the cars, when the game finishes, have to be in the correct order. On your turn, you will get few cards, and then you will have to move your car without communicating with other players by this amount. But how far is it? When everyone has moved their cards, you get, well, new cards. How far is this now? This? Maybe. And once a car has finished, you check the cards for each car and see if the order is correct. And if that is too simple for you, the game introduces new packages which will add corners and sliding and weather and a bunch of other things like, well, ghosts. And the bad news, if you see all this and the booster packs and things and still think that's it, the answer is yes, that's it. I love cars, so I was excited to try this, and what really surprised me are all these cards and rules, how you can make the game more difficult for you. I love that. I really like this game. I love if one of my friends have this in their collection. For example, we would go to some sort of like getaway event, and I would always ask, Mr. Sivis, can you bring Vroom, please? You had it in your collection, right? Yes, great. Vroom, into friends collection.
Why, hello there, and welcome to the land of tales, of adventure, of romance, of evildoers. Of which one can you be? Can you be? And that's how multiverses collide. Pick one of the Knights of the Round Table, get your starting quest, and on to adventures you go. This game might look complex with a lot of stuff, but all you do on your turn is just move some spaces and then encounter something or someone. Oh, it's a giant, and it's a wandering giant. And then it says 1901. That's the paragraph I need to read. Once you know the paragraph, you will read it to the player who encountered it. For example, Mr. Sivis, another YouTube channel offers you more money for the same work. Do you accept?
Yep.
Turns out it was an evil witch that turns you into a camera yourself. And now some sweaty hands will hold you for the rest of the days. Too bad, so sad. There are 2,000 paragraphs with different stories, adventures, and encounters you can have in this game. One of the things I didn't like is the length of the game. So sometimes it will take multiple hours to play, and there are not a lot of turns in this game. And I would not suggest playing it with 4 players. I played this exclusively with my kids, older kids, 12 and 15, and they keep requesting we play this again. Even the length and a little bit of downtime doesn't ruin the experience of this. So this goes into my collection 100%. This might be a bit more like what's the word I'm looking for? Less quirky than the previous game, Tales of Arabian Nights, that is based on, but really good.
That was
I think
fun
you
as
love
well.
it. Yeah, but I think you love this.
This or this?
Oh man, those both are good. This.
All right, let's start with this. But we're gonna talk about this as well.
But first about the one I picked.
This game is right now on late pledges. It's not a sponsorship. We do not do board game publisher sponsorship, so stop with the comments, all right? We just really like this game.
Don't stop with the comments. Give us more comments.
Oh yeah, comment away. But we just wanted to talk about it because it's really good. In Ringyō, you are trying to grow the best forest possible while also control the floods. Each round you will get your little workers and maybe some extra workforce and then take it and send it to your forest to do some actions. For example, they might help those trees to grow. Or you could be able to cut them off and send them to... Mr. Yanis, what's it called when you cut the trees and send them to get some materials?
Choppy house?
Choppy house or sawmill.
That's the one.
And then you can use these materials to build new buildings and houses, which will get you, for example, more workers. Why do any of that? Well, right here you will have different objectives. For example, if you grow enough rice in your territories, you will be able to get some victory points and impress the emperor. But also you need to take into account the weather. For example, right here, the pine tree territories will get some flood. If you already have some trees there, they will grow because they like water, right? But if you already have flood there, they will spread out and destroy your forest. Whoop. There are ways how you can predict the weather or to know just the odds of where the flood will happen. Bunch of things to work around that. Sending those workers out, doing any of the actions, the growing, the cutting and taking care of the floods or creating your rice gardens, it all feels satisfying, calming, and really nice. Really nice. This game has some interaction. You are fighting for those objectives and wards who will be the first, and you will draft the worker cards and things. So there is some, but in general, it's a very solitaire, calming, and chill board game. So this is a medium weight solitaire Euro game. And I think it's one of the best board games at these specific categories. Do you agree, Mr. Yanis?
Yes, I 100% do. Usually I care what everyone does and I want to know what everyone does, but here I was just growing my little trees and just not caring.
The game flows so well. I think I don't think it's gonna be here. I want the full copy because this is a review copy. And they have a late pledge right now going on, so check it out if you're interested. I presume this is your next game?
First of all, it's football. Second of all, it's very simple. So pick a color.
Yellow.
Yep. Nice try.
You said.
It's either white or black. You're gonna be white. So I start. You place the ball on the pitch, and you have 5 minutes to play like half of the game. And you kick the ball, and if it lands on your side, which it didn't, you get to continue. I don't get to continue. I get to defend. Come on, Giannis. Come on, Giannis. Good effort. It's black. Now it's my turn. I go here.
Oi, penalty kick.
Penalty. Oh! Almost got it. And we keep playing back and forth for 5 minutes. Then we switch sides, and whoever has the most victory points, aka goals, wins the game. Well, that was also a good effort.
The good thing is super addictive and actually simple. You have to get used to the controls, but I mean the emotions that you get from this, it feels great. It feels thrilling. It feels like soccer. Woo!
One of the bad things might be because this is best played while standing, and if you are a shorter person, for example a kid, it might be hard to reach all the possible places. Other than that, it's a very good game, isn't it?
Yeah, but you would love to play with kids.
You would.
Smaller people.
So you gotta get a shorter table, and you'll just have to bend a little bit. And also, it comes in different like shapes and sizes. This one's like maybe a bit too much, but it does come with these walls. And I suggest doing that because otherwise you'll be chasing this all around your house, and you don't want to do that.
In general, if you like dexterity games, this is it.
What would be a good alternative to this? Crocodile?
Clask?
Clask? Yeah.
Clask would be even simpler.
My collection.
Think fast.
Ah!
That's my next game. Duel for Cardia is what the name says. It's a 2-player dueling game. Each round, each player places one card face down. Do it, mister. Then we turn it around and we check who has the highest number. Who has that gets one of these rings. It's a victory point, but whoever played the number that lost triggers his ability. For example, your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand, then draws 2 new ones. And with some powers, you will be able to make stronger the cards that you have already played, making you the actual controller of the ring. And why would you care about the rings? Well, as soon as you get the 5th one, you become the winner. Chicken dinner. Each time you play a card, you have the dilemma. Do I want to play higher card and get the ring, or play a lower one and get the power? Plus, if you get accustomed to the regular game, you can add some event cards or special abilities for each of those rounds, making each of the games a lot more difficult. This is a lovely, quick game. If you have played Agent Avenue, I feel like this has similar vibes, but it is a bit more gamery. It's such a good, compact game. Quick, lovely. It's in my collection. I really like it. Yeah, it's good. It's there.
It was gifted. Did you say that it was gifted to us?
It was gifted to
And
us.
they thought that we're gonna like it?
We do like it.
Guess they thought right.
Yeah.
But you know what is the best company to have? No, come back. Come back. I need your company.
No.
Because what's your name?
Giannis.
In English?
John. For how long did you prepare this one?
2 weeks. 2 weeks, 7 days.
And next time, work on it a little bit more, right?
Like 4 weeks?
At least.
In John Company, you're gonna play a family. For example, Hastings family. And that family has a lot of family members. And they really want to retire into fancy mansions. And to do that, all you have to do is just steal, rob, and take everything from India. Yes, you're playing the bad guys. To retire, you're gonna need money, and a lot of it. And to get money, you wanna get into prestigious positions. For example, Director of Trade. George, congratulations, you're the Director of Trade now. All of these positions in the company will let you do something to India. Most of it is bad. For example, you can invade regions to steal stuff essentially and put it in a museum, but get some money for yourself. You can trade with ships in India and get money that way. So many different ways. But don't worry, it's not all good. India will fight back. Which leads me to maybe the only negative for me in this game is the random. Well, actually, I don't care about the random, but a lot of people will care, because to see what India does, you're gonna roll dice, and that's gonna tell you how these events react, and it might be all bad from then on. And all the other actions, for example, invading, you have your armies, but you still roll dice that tell you if you succeeded or not. That's also quite random. Which isn't an issue for me. The random is fine. It kind of adds into the simulation of this historic event that happened. Might not be fun for everyone, but I really, really enjoyed it and can't wait to get back to it. But I don't think I really need my own copy. If you know someone that does have one, definitely give it a go. So I'll put it in my friend's collection. Can't wait to play a friend's copy.
On that note, we have to decide which one of these games will become the game of the month, which will take out Cloud Spire and take its place.
Let's see.
So the first things first, we have to remove Cloud Spire from over here. I forgot how heavy it is. But this was the last month's game of the month.
And it is a good game. But so are these, but only one shall prevail and become the game of the month.
As always, we have to eliminate one by one until we are left. Yes.
I'll start, because I have more. I have 3. So I'll start by removing Arthurian Knights, because it is quite niche. I mean, it's random, it's a story game. I love those, but not everyone is going to, and it's a long one. So, good game, but goodbye.
I'll remove Cardia. This one, it's really, really good. Yet, I was considering Friends or Mine, which means not game of the month.
All right, so I have to remove one of these. So Legendary is not a new game. It's been out, and like I said, it's not too different from the original, but it has life improvements. But if we pick this as a game of the month, I think they're gonna cancel us. No?
You think so?
I don't know. Let's see. So I'm gonna remove Legendary.
All right, it's our channel. We'll do what we want.
So yeah, that's a fact, right? I forgot.
We have a board game that's been out for a long time.
Like very long time.
It's a very weird dexterity game that's super fun and great, and another one that hasn't come out yet. We have played almost the finished version, right? It's really polished. It's done, but it's still on late pledges.
What? Oh, I think somebody's calling me, and I have to leave this responsibility all to you. Goodbye.
All right. Yeah, let's take this one. I think this is the safe choice. I think most people will enjoy it. Yes, we kind of break the rule which we have, I think, broken before as well. Not to place like Kickstarter games here or stuff. But it's really, really good. We loved it. It's awesome, just satisfying. If you like Euro games, you definitely should have this in your collection.
100%. Yeah, it's great. It's a fantastic Euro game, and I think you love it when it comes out. This is also a bit more niche, and some people would argue it's not a board game, right?
You know the funny thing?
No.
We just placed it right there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna now go and play some soccer.
We are gonna. So thank you for watching, and see you next time, and support us. And thank you to everyone who already does. But please do help our channel out, because it's very hard to pay some bills if you don't. Anyway, thank you, and off we go. Goodbye.